Alright, so let's talk about this, anyways. Alright, you ready to do this shit?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. I'm sexy and I know it.
Dude, you're gonna make me laugh, like, and you're not even gonna be able to do an
Sexy and I
intro.
know it.
I have that song if you want me to play it.
Oh my god, that song is so funny.
That song
Don't play it, because I can't listen to it without seeing the music video. The music
No,
video
don't.
is priceless.
I'm not gonna play it. I'm just gonna keep it where it's at.
Stop. Stare right there.
Wow.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. All right, all right, all right. Ladies. Leon Trotsky here, doing the dual commentary, the legendary, the one and only. You know who it's with. Introduce yourself, my friend.
What up, guys? OG Kush, and I'm here.
And we've been sitting chatting it up for a little while, and we really want to talk about something that is important. And this is kind of going to be a reply video, not a reply video because it's not really that. It's just talking about what makes a good Battlefield player. I know recently you guys may have seen my video, what makes a real Battlefield player, and I think what a lot of people missed in that is not necessarily what makes a real Battlefield player, because the title's kind of misleading. And if you missed it, obviously a lot of people did. Some people did. Some people were kind of stupid on the internet, but the real
That's
thing is
the
what makes
internet.
yeah,
Trolls.
what makes a good Battlefield player. And I don't know, like what Kush, what do you think makes a good Battlefield player?
Well,
What is the one, two, couple things that you think?
okay. Well, if I want to put it that way,
Yeah.
it would
Simple
be
question, right?
it would be like you would have to be good on the ground. Like you don't have to necessarily be a kill whore, but you have to know your what you want to do on the ground. Like if you're gonna be the guy that gets the kills for the team to keep the other team respawning, or if you're gonna be that guy that plays the objectives real hard and arms the objectives and things like that. And I don't know. I feel
There's
like people like have to pick their role, like what you're gonna do. Like, are you gonna be the killer? Or are you gonna be the guy that plays the objective? And a lot of people don't do that.
Agree. There's definitely a lot of roles that you have to play, and that's evident in, the way Battlefield's set up with the team play and the squad play and the way it works. But there's just, you have to be able to do, or as they say, put on a hat, take off a hat. Like, you have to be able to put on a lot of different hats to be a good Battlefield player.
Exactly. And then another thing would be playing the vehicles. And I like what Untamed Rush is doing, because he's going through every vehicle and he's just trying to get every single thing unlocked for him, so he can just get better at the vehicles. Because he'll even say that he's not the best chopper pilot, he's not the best jet pilot, but at least he's trying to learn them and become better at them, so he can use them more effectively whenever he's playing with us.
And I think that's the biggest thing, because obviously there's some people that play this game and they know or at least think that they're not going to be effective in a jet. And I can say as an experienced player that, yeah, I'm probably going to be more effective in the jet or the tank than a lot of the players that I'm playing with. However, at the same time, it's kind of a double-edged sword, because I personally don't like always playing in the jet. I don't like always playing in the tank, because it can
Yeah.
get boring. It's
Oh,
monotonous. So it's a balance, and it depends on how competitive the game is. And sometimes I don't mind. I encourage other people to learn how to play and learn how to fly a jet. If it happens and we take a loss, it's frustrating. Yeah, and that's where it comes into the double-edged sword of letting a noob drive the tank when he doesn't have guided shells and reactive armor or infrared smoke, and you're sitting in the gunner seat or sitting in the third seat of the tank spotting everything, spotting a helicopter, and he's not locking onto it. It's
yeah, that's why I say I feel like people just need to learn you need to go through all the vehicles and learn what each thing does, just so you can be more effective. Because if you don't know them, then you're just gonna go in there being noobish, and you're just gonna ruin it for your team by, so like, you don't have guided missiles, but some guy sitting in your third seat locking onto stuff for you, and you can't do nothing about it because you don't know what guided missiles are, you don't know what they do, and things like that.
exactly. And the tank's one of the things I personally a lot of people can be very effective in a tank, and it's a simple thing. You know, some people are more effective, and you start learning tactics that become more effective as you play with them more, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's the same, but it's the same way with every vehicle, and different vehicles have different learning curves. And you know, both of us got the game with release, and one of the first things I did, because I knew it would be effect later, is got in the jets. And it was one of my favorite things to fly around in the jets. I wasn't the greatest at it, but it was fun, and I learned how to fly a jet pretty well.
Oh yeah, once I got in those jets, it was just like I don't know what to call it.
I remember when you went
Rush.
through your spurt of just crazy jet gameplay.
Oh yeah, just never getting out of the jets. And now I can't even get in a jet because Cold Marines. He's like he's got his hacks or his fucking Game Shark where he can just use the vehicle like easily.
But you know, I mean, and there's other times when there's noobs that are, you know, noobs, low levels, somebody that isn't that effective in the jet, you know, that isn't going to be able to take out a chopper really quick. When they get in, or they're hogging the jet, or they're always spawning, it gets frustrating.
Yeah, and I feel like if you want to learn the jets or the helicopter, go do it in Conquest. Don't do it in Rush.
Very
because,
good point.
especially with the jets, if you want to learn the jets, do that in Conquest. Because you get 2 jets, and your jet's really not gonna. The jets aren't really affecting your team unless the other team's jets are just fucking beast and they're just taking out all your vehicles and you can't even push up. Which that doesn't happen that often in Conquest. I mean, most of the time your other jet pilot's gonna be not a noob or maybe mildly good. So I mean.
The other thing with that on Conquest, like I've done this before with a new account, and like if you get on Conquest, there's not as many people shooting stingers usually, and
yeah, because
that's the biggest thing. In Rush, everybody's looking at the jet.
Well, yeah, because you're sitting there either destroying them in their spawn or you're just doing work in the jet, and they're getting pissed off, and they're gonna want to shoot you down. That's just human nature.
But I mean, regardless of vehicle gameplay, being a good Battlefield player,
knowing your role, that should be like the biggest thing in this whole like commentary. Knowing your role,
and it's not just knowing your role, because I think the important thing is
knowing
the role
and what you can do to help him out.
It's knowing the role that's needed. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, like if you have too many people running engineer and nobody's running medic to pick people up, or you're not getting ammo because some guy doesn't want to run what is it?
Support.
I haven't played in a while.
Yeah. And the same thing with flams and stuff like that. You know, like you need to find the balance, and you know sometimes that's going to be not killing everybody on the other enemy team and like sitting in a tank in the 3rd seat and spotting everything. You know what I mean? Like you can sit on what's the base? No Char Canals in the 3rd seat of a tank with somebody with guided shells and destroyed everything.
Now, a lot of people may say that that's boring too, but I mean, it'll pay off it'll pay off in the long run.
Because when you do it for somebody, they'll do it for you.
Yeah, and who knows, you may be that person that gets that 9-man helicopter kill or some crazy shit, and who knows.
Exactly. And so I think that's what really it boils down to. And, you know, I'm not saying that people that can't play a certain thing or can't snipe or can't get in a tank and be effective or can't fly a chopper, like, I'm not saying that they're bad Battlefield players or that they're not a real Battlefield player. But at the same time, like, to be a good Battlefield player, to be somebody that's going to, you know, be the most effective on your team, you gotta
learn these things.
Exactly. And no matter how difficult it may be, how many choppers you may crash, like, eventually you'll get the hang of at least flying, and then you'll get the hang of shooting, and then you'll get the hang of dogfighting and everything. Like,
yeah, the dogfighting in Battlefield 3 is fucking retarded.
The jets.
I've started
giving up on dogfighting and
it's just flying in circles. I don't like.
I just take passes at tanks and just say, okay, you can shoot me down if you can.
I just can't deal with the flying in circle shit. That gets so boring.
That's why you play Conquest, where there's choppers that distract.
Well, the thing I like about the Conquest the jets, is the afterburners. I can use that to my advantage.
Oh yeah. But anyways, we're kind of, I don't know, kind of winding it down here on this commentary. We might bring you another episode. Stay tuned for, you know, some other tidbits of information, stuff like that. I don't know. But we were talking about earlier, real quick, the private server consoles.
Servers.
We need to do this. Get good Battlefield players together and play competitively with certain rules.
Yeah.
It needs to happen.
Kernel only.
Kernel.
servers.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have that setting.
I don't know. I mean, with the PC, they have so many custom things that you can do. If they're gonna bring that to console, then who knows?
Seriously.
Because I mean, I think all that renting stuff is based off like a whole different website. So I think that I don't know. There's so many things you can probably change.
We'll see. If you guys don't know, Kush has got his channel. I'll link it in the description. You know how we do, ladies.
OG Kush, I'm out.
We'll see you next time, ladies.